Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, September 8th, 2025. Hope everybody had a nice weekend, a football filled weekend, and that was pretty good. Um, Here are my thoughts for this week in the markets and why you should listen to me. I have over 30 years of experience in the markets, and for 15 years I traded at a major global investment banking firm. I traded stocks, bonds, and options. I went to school for finance and investments. I'm an early retiree. I'm a self made millionaire, and I've read every book on finance that you can even think of. So I know what I'm talking about, and I hope that those credentials are worthy of you listening to me. So before I get started, I just want to say there's a disclaimer at the end of this video to cover my rear end. And with that, let's get started. On Friday, the S&P hit an all-time high and sharply sold off because of that jobs number. The jobs number, as we all know, came in much weaker than expected, but I'm guessing that the initial thought was, okay, the job number came in less than expected. That means the Fed Reserve is going to definitely cut uh, rates later this month, and they're definitely going to do a quarter point, maybe even half a basis point. That's actually being factored in right now. It's a slim possibility, but nevertheless, there was no possibility prior to the jobs number. But looks like the quarter point is factored in right now, and 50 basis points is on the table, although it is just a slight possibility. Taking a look at the futures, we are up on everything on the S&P, on the Dow, on Nasdaq, and on the small cap indexes. I'm not sure why we're up. Um, Especially after that sell-off we had on Friday. Um, I don't. I'm not really sure, but we will take it as it is and see if this holds. There is some important economic numbers coming out there this week, which I'll get into. But let's take a look at how gold is doing. Our friend gold is up a little bit this morning. It is teetering on all-time highs once again. We are long gold, as mentioned before. We've been long gold for a long time now, and I see no reason to sell gold for any reason. And I think any sort of profit taking that would drive gold down is just a buying opportunity. And my sentiments go for silver as well. Silver is up in the pre-market as well. Um, I think silver can hit $50 uh, this year, and if not this year, next year, um, depending on how hairy things get. Um, but long silver as well as gold. And any dips on gold or silver, I just want to reiterate, I think are buying opportunities. As long as we have uncertainty in the markets, as long as we have a federal deficit, federal debt that is, trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars and growing every day. Um, I see no reason why gold and silver can't keep on going up. So, saying long those. The economic calendar for this week is very important. Especially on Wednesday, we have the PPI, and on Thursday, we have CPI. The CPI is obviously more important. And on Friday, we have Michigan sentiment. Um, Last month, PPI drove the markets down. The numbers drove the markets down, and it's a good chance that, and I'm not sure if it's going to go up or down, but the PPI and CPI numbers should move the markets one way or the other. Um, I'm guessing that it's probably going to drive the markets down like they did last month. But so I'm going to stay cautious on my plays for this week, uh, at least when we get to Wednesday and on Thursday. Um, but the market doesn't seem to be too concerned right now as the futures are up. Looking at the earnings for this week, looks like we have Oracle on Tuesday after the close. Also, GameStop, uh, which a lot of I'm not sure if GameStop is still as hyped as it used to be, but it is reporting after the bell on Tuesday. And what else do we got? We got Chewy on Wednesday, and Adobe might be interesting on Thursday after the close. Nothing, no major earnings this week. I mean, maybe Oracle on Tuesday might be the biggest one, but I'm not playing any of these earnings. But I will definitely be keeping an eye out on them. On Friday after the close, Robinhood was selected to be placed into the S&P 500, and that's going to happen later this month. But as you can see in the pre-market, stock is up pretty nicely. We're actually long Robinhood. We've been long Robinhood for a while, and investors and traders have been expecting this to happen. Well, maybe I should say they've been waiting for this to happen for weeks and weeks, or months and months, and it finally happened. They weren't the only company. Aapl, ticker APP, was also added to the S&P 500, and that one is also moving up. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Apple has they're going to announce their iPhone 17, and that should probably move the stock. Usually, it's a sell the news event, at least in my experience. Usually, it no matter what they say, when they roll out a new iPhone, it's never good enough, and the stock usually goes down. As you can see, it's trading up a little bit in the pre-market. It might be up today on speculation, but um, I've owned Aapl for years and years, and I still own it, and I expect it to fall tomorrow a little bit on the news, unless there's something totally spectacular, uh, which is possible, but if history, you know, rhymes like it has in the past, then I expect Aapl to go down a little bit. But Apple's had quite a run lately, and I think that I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to hold on to it, and I'll probably hold on to it for the rest of my life. I don't foresee myself ever selling Aapl, but it'll probably fall tomorrow on the news. And so I guess some final thoughts for this week. It looks like we're going to be up today, at least on the open, but I'm not sure how much upside we have. We could hit an all-time high on the S&P, um, like we did on Friday, but I'm not sure how far we go up from there. And um, do we have another, buy it up then sell it off again? I don't know, but I think that as we get into later this week, there's going to be room to be cautious with that PPI number and CPI number. Um, and I think if you're going to trade the markets, you got to be very nimble and make sure you have stops in place and just be careful. So have a great week, everybody, and talk to you soon. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate that. Thanks. Bye-bye.